You know, I'm tired of my daughter telling me that's only 7. Oh, I got a pain, or I'm dizzy, or, you know, high MF will make you sleep or not sleep, depending on the person. She went to bed the other night at 8 o'clock, slept straight through to the next morning. She ain't done that since the summertime, you know, being tired out from running around all day. Here, I got apps on my phone. I can erase them, restart the phone, download different apps. They still won't act right because my phone's been hacked, tampered, mirrored, something. Somebody else is in my phone that shouldn't be. That's their illegal. It's old. I'm sick. Tired. Stuff shouldn't go on. Yet, for some reason, it does. And not only do I have effects from it, but because my youngest has my genes, I guess she's getting some of the effects from it. Now, I think the other two get a little bit of the effects from it too, but they're a little closed-minded to think that somebody would actually go out of their way to harm someone. Me, on the other hand, know how vicious people can be. Especially when, you know what goes on in the city. You see, you hear, you know, things you've heard people say to another person in broad daylight in supermarkets. Or when we lived in the city and I watched 2 guys chase another guy into his house. And they said, "We're gonna firebomb you." Next day, well, the dude barricaded himself in for the night. Next day, because they busted his downstairs windows out. But the next day, he was gone. He moved. That just goes to show how vicious some people are. And the dude was only 5. He was maybe 150, 160 pounds. And you got a 50-year-old man and a 30-year-old man chasing him down with bottles. So, I know how vicious people can be. Now, I don't care if it's the Queen of England. I'm not a terrorist. I'm a widowed father of 3 whose wife died 5 months after he had a stroke and seizure to the day. And yeah, I might have slipped and fell a little when my wife died, but I dusted myself off and got up. There should be no one in my phone. There should be no one manipulating anything. There should be no high EMF field. If you don't know what that is, why don't you look it up? Some people that stand too close to a breaker box can feel the electricity radiating out from it. So I can tell when there's too much in the air. I can tell. That's odd. Footprints going the same way I'm going, but it's the first time I've gone this way. So I'm at the point now where it's gotta stop. If I go to my doctor and she takes x-rays, CAT scans, CTs, has any imaging done, and there's any damage done, the only place it could have happened is where I live. Always a white van. Always nice to see. And I don't care if they got, well, technically Neighborhood Watch was disbanded because people didn't want to pay for gas and ride around in their own cars because it was so expensive. But I guess if the government pays for it, people are more likely to do so. But that's at taxpayers' expense, even though they don't realize that. I mean, the money's got to come from somewhere, even though they just print it up, as much as needed, when it's needed. So, yeah, I'm a little sick of my daughter telling me she doesn't feel well. She's sniffling, got a cough. Blood comes out her nose from time to time. Or me, I had a mixture of blood and something else. Kind of looked gray, but I don't know. I'm tired of not having privacy. Period. I mean, I can have the health inspector come inspect a house or housing or have images done. Just seems like there's a lot of nonsense. Almost as if somebody put you on a list but didn't want to own up to it. Kind of like what it says in the, what people talk about, how gang stalking works. I mean, all you see these days is, like last year, people would get deliveries. This year, they've like stepped up. I thought we was in a recession. Or at least getting ready to be in one. People doing house, yard work, buying new cars. And for a doctor, and maybe, I don't know who the hell that is right there, but they've been there all morning. No, they actually left because they were farther down and came back up. Then you got people, that took an oath to protect. It seems like they take a part. Actually, it seems like a lot of people take a part. Like, you notice when your neighbors talk to you and then all of a sudden they don't talk to you. You notice that. Any person would notice that. So, I'm tired of, you shouldn't be able to lay out a Mylar blanket and then hear it making popcorn sounds. When you lay it out and lay it flat, that's just it. It should just be laying flat. If there's no wind to hit it and it doesn't move, it shouldn't make a sound. So, I'm tired of heart pains that I'm having right now, sitting here. I guess there'll be a lot of chaff and a little bit of wheat. Or a lot of tars and a little bit of grain. Because when I put my meter here last night, it was basically in the 30s. It was in the 50s on the street. But inside, 800s. And then today, none of my meters work. So that would tell me somebody's in it.